Hi, this is Lauren Armstrong with SM Cubed Consulting, and this is the tutorial on how to use TweetDeck, which is a great application that will really help you optimize and organize your Twitter. So the first thing you need to do is open up TweetDeck and then log in. This will usually happen automatically for you, but we're going to start from the beginning. Okay, so when you first log in to your TweetDeck, it's going to go to whatever your default view is. My default view is the multi-column view, and you can see I have friends, mentions, social media, and then it just kind of keeps going down. Some of you might have a view that looks more like this, which is the single column view. And this is a matter of preference on how you like to have your TweetDeck organized. I prefer the multi-column view, so I'm going to go back to that. So let's look at a couple of the real basic things first. I'm going to go over the buttons, and then we'll talk about setting up your TweetDeck. So the basic buttons up at the top, this triangle is the log out, question mark is your help and support, the wrench is your settings, the bar is your column view, and the little arrows those are your refresh buttons. Over on the left-hand side, you have this little wand-looking thing, which is a quick profile search for research, for pulling up someone's profile. The plus sign is to add an additional column down below, and then this little yellow notepad is your composer. Down here, you have the accounts that are linked to your TweetDeck. Currently, I have a Twitter and a Facebook. Over here, this little pin, it looks like the little markers that you see on a lot of the map programs, and this is for adding a location to your update. You can add a photo, the next one is a little video camera, you can add a video, and then next to the send button is a little stopwatch, which is for scheduling an update. So that's the basic layout of your TweetDeck. Let's go ahead and get this set up. So you're going to go to that little wrench button for settings and click on that, and that'll open up another window. Now in here you have all your general appearance and how you'd like to be notified about things. Like you can turn details on, turn them off, summary on, summary off, and these little summaries pop up in the corner of your desktop to let you know when somebody from one of your groups has tweeted things. You'll hear bing bongs probably throughout this as my updates come through. So what we want to do is go to accounts. And right now you'll see that I have my Twitter account, Lauren Cubed, and then my Facebook account. So we're going to add a new account. So what you do is you click Add New Account. And in this case, I'm going to add LinkedIn. So I'm going to click LinkedIn. And it's giving me an authorization. Now, I've already added this once before and uninstalled it, so it's asking me if I'd like to, continue with permission. So I'm just going to say continue. And it's automatically added that. Now, often what it'll do is it'll ask you, would you like to give permission? You'll have to sign in and go through those steps. But just follow the steps. They're pretty easy. And then when you're done, click Saved Settings. Now, once you have it, you'll see up here, I now have a third button. So now I have LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also add Foursquare, MySpace. You saw there was a lot of different accounts that you can add. It all depends on what you want to actually manage while using your TweetDeck. So let's talk about the columns. So each of these columns represent different groups that I have on my Twitter account. To add a column, what you do is you click on this little plus button, right? And there's a few different things that you can do. So you can follow like a specific keyword, like we'll do TweetDeck, right? And this is a hashtag with a little pound sign in the word, and this means that when I search for this and add this to my column view, anybody who uses pound TweetDeck in their post, I will now receive an update on. So let's go ahead and see, it automatically came up here, and so search TweetDeck. And all of these people have used, you know, pound TweetDeck in their posts. Which, you know, if you're trying to follow, you know, something for business or a personal area of interest, this is really handy. What you can also do, click add column again, is you have your groups and your lists. Now these groups are ones that you actually set up on Twitter, and then the ones with the little birds by them, which is the TweetDeck icon or logo, those are lists that you set up on TweetDeck alone. I usually like to use the ones that match up to Twitter. So that way if I log into my Twitter, I know it's the same list no matter where I am. So you can see, like, you can pick your various different topics. I have money, New Mexico, politics, social media, and these are the ones, see it says already added. These are the ones that I've already put on there. Another thing you can do, and you should do, is click on Core. In Core, you have a few different options here. So you can add all of your friends, which will stream everybody that you follow, your mentions, your direct messages. This is a really great way, especially mentions and direct messages, to know when people are communicating with you. So let's go ahead and add direct messages. We'll click on that. Okay, and now it's loading this. So it's added this column at the very end, and now it's sending, you know, it's going to let me know anytime somebody sends me a direct message on Twitter, which is great. Now, as far as organization, I might want this a little bit closer. I usually prioritize my columns from left to right, left being the ones that I pay, you know, more attention to. So if you click this little arrow, it says move column to the left, and there's one for moving it to the right too. So you can just kind of keep sliding this over until it's exactly where you want it to be. And I'm going to move it right next to my mentions. So I have my mentions, my direct messages, and then my social media news. So that brings us to some of the organization of the columns. In here, we just went over moving the column to the right or the left. All of these little buttons, if you hover your mouse over them, they'll actually tell you what they do. So this is, you know, clear scene updates. The little trash can is to clear everything. So you can actually manage your columns pretty nicely. I don't usually do much with these, but that's because I like to go through my tweets repeatedly. But that's all personal account management. So let's go and make a post. So what you do is you go up here and you click in this little box, and it says in there drag media and links here and what's happening. And this is just your update box. If for some reason your Twitter looks like this, all you have to do is click on that little yellow notepad and your update box will come right back in. So we're going to write, let's see, filming TweetDeck tutorial, right? Since that's what we're doing. And let's go over to the TweetDeck because we're going to see this pop up in a second. So I use the hashtag because I want to be able to follow this, and then anybody else who's also following TweetDeck will be able to follow this. And I'm going to actually tag both of these because tutorial is probably another good. So filming TweetDeck tutorial. If I wanted to add a photo into this, all I have to do is I can just click this little camera, attach photo, and then it's going to ask me, you know, where the photos are, that I want to attach. So we'll pick one of the fun ones, right? So we'll pick this. Now this will upload this image specifically, okay? So we're going to send this through. You can also hit enter and that'll automatically send it through as well. So it uploads the image automatically for you and then also sends your tweet. By clicking up here, this is where you choose what accounts you're sending it to. So I only had Twitter chosen, so that means I'm only sending it to Twitter. And in a second, we're going to see my update come up on the TweetDeck hashtag that I'm following. And there it is. So you can see filming TweetDeck tutorial. Now if I click on this picture, or this link, because it's a photo, it'll actually just open the photo directly up in TweetDeck. So I don't even have to leave the TweetDeck program. Now, a lot of people post web links and blog links. If you want to see what somebody's posted, all these links are live. So all you have to do is click on it, and it'll just take you directly to um, that website or blog post, and it'll open it up in whatever your default browser is. Now, if you notice, like most of these websites are these kind of funny AR-GY or OW-LY. They're all these shortened links. TweetDeck will do this automatically for you. So let's go ahead and type in a link. smcubedconsulting.com. Now, when I pressed the space bar, it automatically shortened SM Cubed Consulting. Now, if I don't want that, if I actually want people to see smcubedconsulting.com, I can just click on this again, and it'll toggle it back to the full URL. Most of the time, people want to go ahead and shorten it. You only get 140 characters for a tweet, so you don't want to fill it up with your URL. Now, say somebody that you are following, or maybe even a keyword that you're following, post something really interesting, or somebody retweets something that you don't from somebody you're not following, like this person here retweeted at Peeps Chili. So I want to know more about Peeps Chili. So all you have to do is you click on that person's name, and what it does is it pulls up a user profile that'll tell you about the person, where they are, if they have a location, how many tweets, who's following them. And this gives you the opportunity, if you want, you can click follow to follow the person, and then you can also add them to a group or a list. And you can create a new group here. So if you wanted to put a whole new list just for Peeps Chili, you can do that right here. So we're going to finish that and close this out. Another way to find out about somebody is you can click underneath their picture, you'll see their Twitter name, right? And if you put your mouse over it, you'll see it says view profile. So you just click on that name, and it'll pull up that person's profile for you, just like it did on the other one. And this one, like this person, I'm following a list, but I'm not actually following the person. So if I wanted to, I could follow this person and then add them to a group or list. But this tells me all the information that I want to know about them. We'll go ahead and close out of that. So that is the long and short of how to use TweetDeck. It's a pretty simple application. It's really all about optimizing and organizing. So have fun, play with it, and once it's really integrated into your workflow, you'll really like it. It pushes through notifications for you, so you don't even have to be, in an internet browser for this to work. And it allows you to keep up with a lot of the news and a lot of the people that you're following. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. You can follow me at Lauren Cubed, or find me at smcubed.com. This is Lauren Armstrong. I'll talk to you later.